Ebusua mamu akwaba enfama K Black Media. Ebusua eno na Agraada court kire se ene ni 15 years waje 14 years ye free mu a aka 1 year woni aban ekokon ate. Eno ne nei team legal wife fo edo omo anu atum e kire se Agraada yi wasesa de na se obi ofiri akomu anche beye sofo ofiri sofo mu a wode kadabule ofiri kadabule mu a na ofiri ho ekonsawam ofiri sawam a ene ade abiem ena Agraada beye na nipa no bi a kire se injustice ebi koso na ni nyina a kire se omusu se Agraada ene odobroni omo nsam ya yepe wo seperepe ye adwuma na nso kame ye se enam backup omo woni nti no hwe Agraada atimi ene na bebrei ye twa ede aguna busha ensam woi ene ho nkiremu ena beka ho na yakwa akoti ewi ahye comment na afoforo ensu enye bi hwe ebusua yentie ensam no mu nkiremu enfamra CCA
case ya de Agraada ko jade enye kwa adumian sa so de me nua ba na ka no advert no a charge na the born no ye the sika tools which was na endu be what I say about judgment na ba say sika na the judgment was harsh fine and you say ye man 1 year some ye the Agraada akotu mu a ento aduane ma minni enya me hwe Agraada ba ento aduane ma minni enya me hwe so what I say about so be ka say Agraada anya boni bia and obi nkofa evidence mra e kire say Agraada ye boni a so father sir judgment abakura ye 1 year na kire say Agraada ye boni e kire say waji obi sika but judgment na eye harsh enti ube defend we ka say ena onye boni bia ena tan ena manfo na fa adu no Facebook say ombe de maame ne bekwa akotum ena omo pra na ya nunya munya butre
attack will be kawadwen
dabio tie say utu futu aguni ade ya Africans your problem you me attack you but the who can antisa I will let you know say antisa me attack you ana na manfo ka say o amanfo adwunu mo omre mama nkira wo sesi ya ye boy ye ka Agraada asemi obi ti wa wonte Agraada di kurada eso tegana ya ye ka Agraada asemi for so many years no ye wo obi a up to date on say ye fo obi Agraada akra obi asemu da entadi bo no mo a ehya ase be kwa wie no ho asem na ya na nipa ye de eka me no meka enana pa bi nso obia ba se Agraada issue e be ye kura na nkamu ntwa so
meka na area na enu ano no because
I have listened to
some akofa area ba
I am telling you there are some people who decide to say Maame dey penasem no matter what do beka bia no ebe da ne problem man here this Agraada issue will create a problem within team legal wise for now
meka we
before the beside the say I did fire ho a ye ma wonka emfa ye ho de a ye nkoka on say ya no man for say kwachi odo Broni de esa de be wuram say ai okay na ho anso na we odo Broni evidence e kire say why say if care is not taken on this Agraada issue baby e be kwa wie no enye ana Agraada ati wonu ni say obi defending na enye so pa Agraada say no defending no say Agraada be social media so de Agraada be entertain ne kekenti na also be defend Agraada say Agraada ba just like that obi create me cause Agraada be social media so be ye de yi no keke but we asim na nka wodan ya wo se kwan na ye den etne say da na me cause obi nti Agraada din da obi hono mo TV o se kurase TV kronto bi da radio ni bi later be 2 years time no akwa go to TV
taje when of come so enyemi fe monoko
no bi abetena so send Maame na me send ma onu oni ma de kura friend send Maame na me send ma ote na onim se bi a eye no kura mpampa no akọ ni sika ma nipa kro no na ye bu no but wo no abetena social media so what ade we ate ne de Uhu ya pen when him say akwa we oboa. But who ya be no make e no te class be bia TV pro he no ya phone the kura no. Ebe 2 years time afa na bia okonya e bia Android phone kra social media no so. Ana okoto TV akohe TV akohu send
Ah no yo nwe ona. Kwa na kan bi na ka send bu. No yo nwe. Thank you.
Enti se bia ye kan na ono no ntire se bia ye tan obi anase ye kire obi enokure eye nokure ena ye ka obi antan obi anya de enye hwe ara pa mesiraw me de manu besi but ebe ya
Grandpa cha me ya o number pa ya afama me wo me DM mesiraw adama
Mate cause we are making kura mechanic pia me nyama ne enti me se me twa so
Daddy Pearson and that's a number ne ma me why.
Yes, na MPP, me dem friend MPP. Any who gaga kasa.
Daddy Pearson with
so brilliant. And he does why are they wakasa meniaji in seven no. Me chado phone na Pearson was ni. Kakra meka na a friend say, oh nana papa bi me chia so bebre. Ya na metete ho tie wa. Right. Issue we of course I hintasa maka say I'm sure you na go create division because say obi wo ho no ma no bada no kra obeka about situation no because that we're closing in my didn't enya the opposite otie no kra bia you know those people are there is no way we should justify crime whichever form or shape how close the person is to us. This is the fundamental principle we all have to accept. Crime, scamming, taking advantage of another person, no matter how, you can't justify that in your. Do not justify crime. Do not justify scamming. Do not justify obi also kita drinkers no obi faso. Now beka so nipa na jiminti. You can tell that person say you need to be aware. But you don't defend. So yeah, Baba kasi si ase friend saying, Martin say obi say akoso say wa any odo Broni asem no difference incomparable. How could you even imagine that? What is the principle? What is the fundamental ethos in these two? They intina udo udi akoso say wechi. They intina u defend akoso say wa. Who defending it because of say she's been hard done by. Yeah, injustice be wo. This is the fundamental principle here. Because so ye dini boni na sa boni na ye di na yes seek justice yes nya papa na boni na ewo mu no. Obi so ti baby say no. Onu di anka onye sa because akoso say wa se bia ojaja no ho ana o san ko ye bibia wa anye. This is the difference. So do not itubo to send pano. Oh, na koso say san ko ye say, and na koso say what so say. But at the end of the day, no, the fundamental issue between the two is that Akoso Sewa has been done hard by. You take advantage of her because of her nature, because of her goodness. So do Broni then as you see. Fear nyina mami ebe 1 week or be na wa 2 on kita dwumbo ni bia but odo Broni kita dwum foforo asa be property nyina no wagidi nyina boso. So what are you saying? Say they are not comparable. The principle here odo Broni ye adebi against Akoso Sewa. Yes, enya papa enya ne kwanswa. So why you said it's not comparable? We cannot compare and contrast. So what are you defending Akoso Sewa? What are the principles are you defending? They now defend Akoso Sewa. So say anya no boni bi. So often saying justice be ni ho a. And when they say injustice no. This is the comparison here. Let's learn. Do you understand? Vulnerability. Say yes, taking advantage. More mutual mu defending and obi ejimiti na take advantage. Agraada nkasa say nyansani ho nyansani ni ono na akwasi campaign na this ka bebe no chin obi a wedi bonu wenye no ho. Wuti hanum you are feeling remorse for that person. Who are you? Onina boni pana poro. Wa be dressing pio say Jimmy for and this can be no no into person chen say nipa nti obi ejimi nti so ebunu na mpese be someone who defend it. Have you ever been scammed before? Any of you? either yourself or any person close to you. And did you accept that? Is it nice? So is it right? Some say me be me down to one of them made that point. Say me a mistake, and now say me Jimmy no me be me down to does it allow you to come in and steal? Vulnerability. Say the pay Jimmy. There are several ways. Abrochi and my way. Who bet back as be Jimmy to Kobunu. More abrochi who abrochi now defend the Agraada. Now I don't even know what you're hiding. We are Jumai, people who are working in care homes, working with the vulnerable. Can you take advantage of the vulnerability of your client because we're Jimmy? So we're Jimmy. So I because what are we defending? Vulnerability as African person come in many ways. Illiteracy makes somebody vulnerable. Poverty make a person vulnerable. Greed. So nipa all open when ya na dream ya juma say or so ye juma or didn't say ye juma. Now you know when ya kakra so in the so and no will make you vulnerable. Ya can't vulnerable makes you say nipa betimi I drink as enough for contu be a use you. Spirituality. We are embedded, we are spiritual beings. Mua mukasa bebre na Agraada na wajimi mu bebre mu gusu wa asofo rum mu flese mu wanyansa o preach about asofo azanfo nyina no. A lot of you still go to these people because you think that you have not been azan in a way. Nsubu gusu maska mu ma tight na mu ma ni nyina no ni nyina mu pe ana sida mu so ni nyina mu ma na bibia people believe that. People, these are some of the things. Jimmy, so ya yare ni bi. Adwi esono adwi na soro nyansa. Obi na ni nyansa no so. Enu so ya yare. So the thing we have to do in society is to conscientize, is to educate, is to make people aware. And then now, kunoba na sefunu nyina educating about this azanfo. All the friends we are conscientizing the weak-minded person. Yanti hanum say, and you befa abutrika no bobi fi ebebu nupo, or bebonupo. Abutrika or bobi fi or bebo mumu.
Yes, be men na masemba ko na waka no.
Abutrika bobi fi. So when you are making this ludicrous, senseless, baseless, infantile arguments, my blood spins. I put it on but almost romance scam. Or China so dobi. No, Nipan, Broni, we are aware, but just because you're vulnerable, we are all vulnerable in one way or the other. Uyo ba sabi muhu bebe dia dansia musati ejuma ko pe ejuma na ehiamu na obi so bo no so no beda. Have you forgotten? Na buana so no da ana ko bangma na nja na hia no hia sika na ho achu no so no beda. Sometimes you have nothing to you have no choice. So when we are talking about obi use adrinkasi de buobi no member jina ha nka se onipa na wajumi. Because vulnerability is different stages. Ubetimiako school you'll be vulnerable in that circumstance. And is it right? Say your vulnerability will here difficulty may also be taken advantage, not in here. So and yes, obi ejimi kekene bia wakoton ade no dis kakoma obi na we use no ne ene kekene to so ne pene jimi because I dream different. Sometimes it will boot me for say what jimi tin ebu. But you can't justify the fact that the person committed a crime by taking advantage. Agraada, and he not double scam. Over to police, they are all corrupt.
Your network name stable. Into big someone so everybody.
I'm just gonna land, Pacho. Yeah, I'll land in a bit. You know, it is Agraada bunipa for so wako prison biaba nothing. Oba also wafenyami and no wasakro. Agraada is a serious scammer. Agraada is
me pacho so kasana se unye ya. Ubetimi a relax yi kakra.
no, that's right. So Agraada is the most Ghana's most notorious scammer, and he's a threat or a danger to our society. Me, I don't say in 1 year so and so. Me, I am not in favor because with the bond you need to be punished severely. And I just hope the Attorney General would review or appeal this case so that Nipa doesn't intimate. See, we are born nu. We only know it. They be no thinking about how to take advantage. Shop will be factory will be a juma will be as Konya or no chrono no bueno and or their followers are defending. So please do not. We should not justify criminality or defend crime in any shape or form. Piercing with us, name Damasu for opportunity.
Thank you, Nyamisha.
Nishrao, MPP ukasikia mekasa medina mswache.
Nana, yada sepane and akwenya odi amaye no. Ena medame nwanom ni aso ase with almost submission na omodi aba. Me gidi say you be any point of view on this particular case. Emi say ehintasem ka de na meka ni nyina ena ye papa PS nso aba besi so amame. But ade kitwe bi na I want to just draw your attention say Ayana, we know say there are different levels of vulnerability because of your individual or unique nature. A bit to make us say ebia religion. In fact, yes, religion is the opium of the people. So we should share opium. Opium, a drug be a Muslim and no say omo manufacture most of the painkillers near the any free. And it is omoka say religion is the opium of the people. Na kaneno no mo huni say abrofono through the colonization the religion by inti se ne be yomo ye yembone a omo read the Bible na waka so rade se fache inti sa na ye ntimi nkuntia wo. And so it became more like the religion was the painkiller na omo de mayen for the oppression omo de ye ko true no. That being said no mem de bia meka say gidie bia wo mu bia no whether it is an opium leader ni use against you or not no, you owe it a duty to mwankasa wo ho se ubeti wugidie nanamo na se e Christopher bebre wo ho no masebe omo Bible kra no omo mfa nkenkan na semfunso o twe na so ho na sa asotwe na wo de manipa kro no entimi mfa reformation embadia ena ye course 90 job ni senti no mimi hu ni say Maame Agraada asem no omo beka the actual cases de ne court sa sika gari ni gold yo okoji fio enye no na de ne kwanye ho atemu ne baaye no enti no sa 1 year na judge ne dia Maame no mimi de minjina hanka se judge na ye mfunso ana onye mfunso se meka se wa ye mfunso it depends on Agraada ne outcome ana ni suban sesaya a ebeye den ebeba se papa sa appeal na aye successful no if say 1 year nimpo ebetimi ama Agraada enya reformation won ne ye ni suban ni bibi ho a ena medanyame ase but say ni there I will not really judge her outright say 1 year na yedi amano no judge ne ndi na semu ye and I said the system is corrupt because I believe say in some ni all those places no it is for correction and not for say you condemn obi. Because what is the essence say we nipa be ko honum na nipa ya kwakose a nipa no timinya onya adwen sachra obetimi ababeboa society ni inti de make an say appeal ne de ye manage ruling bi na wa appeal at the end of the day no yem one pa ye say sa opportunity na wanya no, it will be at a platform for her or the best sa na ne so abamfa so ama society no. But my impre ne say beyond konkotwanity, I don't think say enunti na correctional facilities den ewo ho medase. No, but then I make no Tilly. The me make catcher ni say ni do akodemu baako oba ye wansesa yate. Baako na okoye ni yamfa na nkonsa wo mu no or normal police station. Say ni wakonsa wo maba. Enti ni say ni say ye ka say Agraada na oba na osan be ye bibi fofra me no mienu ye nim na dwen because ye ni ni trim ye ni na komemu. Enti mama ye hu maybe 1 month 3 months and I say mfie na aka na da na nimu no na ye nhwe se wosua ababie free mu a because me there it's not really about condemning people. It's not really because who condemning and now man life imprisonment what will be the essence of it? But say 1 year no cry na wakakoto mu no say obana se betimi de mfaso abre society na ene ye beka say de nyame ase omo prisons na bi obi o we abroad here any then unfortunately no they don't have the resources or mode beko for appeal ni sanyema any to become a omo e bia ba bontin aba beye enyansesanye amomo so aba mfaso. And for me, I'm not here to confirm that to buy no papa. But all I'm saying is that every ruling and I say every punishment I would will be a wafono. Yema but Tayane said there will be reformation and not condemnation.
Okay, sister.
Met makamase madro meso. Kasakakra. Wonim bibi. Media meka obia won right to the opinion. Ghana judicial system etna se hweye no. Musu hu you're right. Read the citizens. Ye hu ni se bibi antwaye. Enti se ma kire mu se enye bone na ye keka ne so no mo de bo ne kwadu a fine. But why ye bone bia eno so so wo ho. Enti bone eya bone no matter what. And wudi asem ne mo Broni doesn't mean so obi nko obi kunu hu biem. Amanfo beto akoso akọ obi kunu hu. And omuso betima ka say ye hwe again na wosa papa ne de na dwen abiti no enti na wadi na chi oba bia mebo na mpam na mfirifie ho. Enti yan frɛ no kware. Ye judicial system na eye bias. Enti Odobroni say Odobroni no si ye ma no ayi a okoda afiase ne nkwan na nyina o wankoda afiase ne nkwan na nyina o side check thing entwa e wo Ghana meboa amanfo beto akoso adi amanfo okunachi. Enti dia waye bone wo Ghana no yemfa na atembu emma no na yenjai se obi wo sika kakra bia na ase nanim oye popular kakra bia bibia ne no mawuram. Enti mibusa se ahiafo ne nya den ahiafo no omo nya den omo de omunkowu ana na me sister adum busa me wase o say gani nim papa ne wo hu bia koyo autopsy. The fact say why autopsy doesn't mean say busu panyi ko fi wusu ontimi nkoye foforo lumba body na ensa ba busu panyi ankoye
Oma amakwa ebusua pene ni omo ya adwene baako e na oma amakwa ya ma yankwa ma me bempoma anko eho no ma anko
ene na me meka se eya busua panyi wo hu ga no ntimi nje funu ni mfiri abusua panyi nsam eya busua panyi e na aton funu no ga na aton funu na mage no e na ga ne ye de ope enti se Ghana se ye frɛ ho se ye team legal wife member ne ye be defend no kra de ama ye be defend Agraada wa ha se me attack obi ba ye defend Agraada enye possible because Agraada di bone Odobroni di bone judicial system
omo record me ba love enipa bebre
Agraada asem ni enye the same issue
obi anse na
we the same issue enye the same issue mamu for Agraada asem compare Odobroni enye the same issue me fan
50 mama come asem
no we are why buy ya fan compare na ye
and I may support to Agraada.
and it's not so do Broni asem compare Agraada ade e dey say
papa bi betima kasa 50 come me nya o masem Mr.
so we hear mo asem say enya dey same issue not the compare Agraada asem no
yes me nyina nya me problem mama kama some share judicial we anoda omba obi abobo ya anoda ya maame na oni nanya na wodi nsemfo ene ye hu se opon nsemfo a wodi nyina ye judicial system support no dia so na ye judicial system di gina ye edi asem ne ma age no ba ye se anya no kure anka wodan a wo se akwa nani gine sanka wodan a ya di jewa nka be hu se mu oya amanfo a wodi sa de na ye omo no wonim de bia go true watena amayimu edini pa bonefo sam atena tintan fidie so edini ni pa bonefo sam
so bring this ad na cha Ghana ya ne ko share kasa afa wasem
na wanu tum na men kasa na men kan wasem na abegina akoma odobnya na no so nchese Ghana fo ma agile site ke ye ka wanu tum na men kan wasem enti se ye fra ho se ye tim legal wife ye di no kware da mo obi am defend sa Agraada no ha say because adina judicial system na ye no e kire ye say ye di hia ni asem ye ndi sika ni asem adena mo defend Broni adentina judicial system e defend Broni edena waye ya hwale no wanfa evidence bi anko court wonum se ya ware no but Ghana judicial system e di asem na maga we am waji obi ani di ate so me bisa masem o se ya kwa appeal we wi a ne ya maame nya nkunim di abotira me pamache o ade Ghana judicial system di aye maame na koso abrempoma no pains no mo di ato makoma mo betima hili amoma na o betima hili never and ever omaja omo yaw omaja omo eda omo remfi da omo abrabomu enti sa na Agraada nso di aye obinum waje bi mo yaw eda omo remfi omo abrabomu enti asabe na ye kan hwe justice no omo be prama ye mama akosua no omo prama no omo prama no omo timi nyini pains mfiri ho daga na dinani wa abrabomu ede na Ghana judicial system aye omo dia sam na mama di ni se guniti imagine say dey na ye sie dey di lumba say mama nya strong wanko betima charge ewu ni sister na nya strong wanko betima charge ewu o charge no owu ya enka be kan dai enti di Agraada so di ya obi no se nipa no charge no owu ya enka ye be kan dai this year Agraada nya ono na ne huntu obi da prison asabe na ye kan see ye defend ya mama because of Ghana judicial system yetimi metana me defend Agraada bone ye bone so we obi one city that one city ni betima ma obi akowu because e bia na that day na yi na ni that so na one city no eno no na be survive no obi bia ye na wawu
Nana papa bi
this time pacha me 1 minute me we do about
party twane so
because
I say you say
me ba me bu
Mame
one ni biefo no hifafo na nka o masem mo Ghana na yeka enti sa Agraada akotena na se ne kunu ne se dey every day into what so try no catch ye Ghana for say ne mpaibo na ama Agraada ye beyi no won ne mpaibo na ama ye beyi Agraada ye kosi nipa pain wo ma we mu wi a ne ye de kataso mom so Ghana ye care about obi emotions ye care say care about nipa emotions ake ya fa de didi ye maame akosa brempoma ne akosa se wane ifa ndi omo Ghana enti maame na oda wachi no Agraada wa kosi nipa bi mu penti mo obi am justify no e wo app a ye dey fight your judicial system so me da say
yes that's but obi nkasa
Why?
Pacho mi we
Debbie, the award form no starting free from on two or so I'll bet you the award form. Pacho Kasa. What would you want to say?
Ana me kasa monte.
Mese Kasa yeto Kasa Pacho Kasa.
Ana me se me tia mo nyina me pa wo.
Ya Joso.
Me sra mo ade no ye ye no. Enkla wom. Enkola atie. Ye mpanimfo nso ye tie bi ye tie obi atutuo. Ya mumie njai. Mo kan say enemy fight no. Mumie njai no enye dwuma ma ye. Enye. Ye sra mo. Ye no kura ne da no. Wo ba na wo di abeto. Ena ye kasa bia mumie nkasa maame no waba no. Nye obi na ekobọ mpa yama no. Onu ankonya dwene satira because wo kuta Bible. Ni emi Bible wo di tume for. Or the Bible. So what you say? Yes, Ramo. Agrasco. Maybe a bang over mental because me see me my last word the part. It mean miniano. A brave tom cram me three wood two for some mammy. Be a walking cup of bad time your body. Muntie. No one else will be time will be. Or bad time what wine your body. Because of your man, no. Says, let me come and get a platform. Mama, your money, your nana, no. Eh, be a wojina for no war, ni be ya wo de bono for buy. Eh, be a wodina draw de bono for buy. A break a credit, na o time was so now. Na wo man no nana no ma woja wo mo ho eh. Ana mommy e kasa nso a mesra mo. Mumie nkasa obi agini obi mfire obi se obi magini fika because wo mo ye yi firi mu yi kodon kansan no azanfo azan wo mo me maame enti me nko kanse me maame se wo gimi abremu wo tifie obi fire ne se yenya de ne mefira brochira ha ana nye wo bia ne wo social media me maame fie TV kura bi ni ho ana me nua no nketo akura nya bia hwe me ze me di koma na wo so wo bepɛ wonti mi ntua ɛho ne abaka sɛ ɛka bi ni enti ɔno de aberewa wɔte ne baabi me nua no enkola wo mkosua de wi a wo mo abeda enti me pa kyerɛ sɛ wo mo nya ne na da kuru bi na danfo bi atoto ne menade ne so wakɔ agrada hɔ a enti me pese me bi sa mo sɛ sai nipa do wagini ana anya grasco nko na me ka kyerɛ no so agrasco yes no no so wagimi because wo nim nyansa nti nko bi nti wo bi a wagimi ye wo so wo nim nyansa nti mi ti wo bi so wo bi agimi a wo so wagimi edi nti na akɔtɔ korɔ no de a ye kye korɔmfo no na ye kye wo a wo so tɔɔye
Auntie, me paucho. Any day you
fa betu yanyefo ne fa bitu hofo ne fa bitu manofo me de meka kyerɛ wa no wo ba kura wo yiye se ya eyanim guase ama me da ase
yo me da ase thank you pacho di odi won kasa pacho kasa wi anu ayi hu asi
Mati, maybe I miss you. Nana, and yes, a beer, obi support to Agraada.
Your casa to see, Fino.
Nana, but what menka?
I try Wadana.
And yes, a beer, obi support to the sense that Bonia, why you know, or a dress, or yes, Nancy say. Dear Pessa, Chen say. First one, ye court or call ye man 15 years, or call ye appeal, a barman. Ye crank ahead, they say, okay, and yes, we appeal, ye queen. Ye bompire, yes, we are queen. Yankupon yard, no bessa qua my mammy. Because Agraada first one woman 15 and no call ya barman, dear Ghana, na judicial service now, they say, as a man, sir, chance and a omra, and your mom booty, no. Sai Hona been soon, yes, we are quite appealing now, and see one. And I might be a Mrs. Smith, yes, we are corner, and so ever bar my ye. And yesterday, I need a platform, so near platform, saying, I did a platform, one is so free baby, one and upper baby platform. So, yet, Mamma say, wow, yet, I adore Mamma, yet, your mamma,
Mon cannibal, so I say, no problem.
Mamma side, Mamma, be free support to Mamma, and Miss support to in Sika Win, and you know, you support to Marcos. And me and Nichi about me judicial service for ya, Mama, me do on his unity, I will soon ye. And I want no ass or more Saja Magra. And Sama or more mamma, Miss Suye, and Ma Bempo Suye. I hope in years we are quite in each way. And so on Yakoba and Skunidia by Yafa. And this Agra, dear man, and yet Naya Solin Sia said. One on I do be a bit of Ghana. It's the Agraada Ghana or being seen that.
No man saw them Quacassentia or Dobroni because on your first person or could be. Argument in them and no bay ya copy.
Eh, Lord, would also a master chinny with a few so. And yet,
I walk cool Bicuno, and I did back when I say, Bet Mamma.
Oh, Lord, Mamma, come with dear man says. The American love won't say, Massio, me say, Agrassami, and it when and yet any tracker. And still once the compare cry.
And the one I will love cry, all the double some.
Gift me Baba Casabre. His right munya better my joker so Bianca no opino be a worker.
Or double some account as a question. No, double some
I am listening to no casa, no, there be a mutino. Ye movie friends, I wouldn't be tell me the Bermuno. A bra, a man for buy out more person. When I'm in Petran, we are glad I am buy. One year, no, the dear mammy at a more comment session.
Yeah,
that's a be my brother. Me be my brother. Just some say, I got ask me, I dear bay. Obian Canadian found to Yankofa or Dobroni and some Mecca Mammy, dear. No, more person,
they say they are make a mother more to say,
and it's in a mamma, dear, near comparison, Casa, and India. Or the gifty Casa, a more time, Libya can white Casa.
As the wow love. And see, the American say, maybe they didn't say, love, the American love won't say, Monsieur. Maybe say, Agraada man 50. And they say, what appeal na appeal at their manner. Yes, we are here, who ye the person, ye die, and there be a additional close any person, when your time was here, buy and you could take for your pay the man, some you quay. Yes, we are quite appeal. What? So much omne judicial omne si one or more judge or monster. Yes, you could do what? Yes, we couldn't dear Baba. And said, yes,
there are some more giant dear, no, as some more giant and better. The fact that
see me crown madre.
Agraada ankyerɛ sɛ yɛ maame nso ɔmo bɛɛ dɛ ɔmo bɛɛ ne saa ma ne sɛ yɛde no kora ka asɛm a asɛmɔgya yere deɛ no asɛmɔgya ne na yere case no ebia ne de lumba deɛ bo ɔmo di ma asɛmɔgya yɛ maame ɔmo di tia no enti Ghana no ɔmo hwɛ nipa anim saa na mepɛ sɛ yɛ sister ne te aseɛ ɔmo hwɛ nipa anim nya sɛ yɛ kan we die sei enti wo die nso yɛ bɛka ne sei ɛna meka sɛ yɛ judicial system no ayɛ bias. And this is a banner, I go court or Munka say Agraada play any cent, Yama, Mrs. Seo, and Kiaba refer to a Samoja issue, or no, and a year no, Wabaka Ghana, no one, no, Pianima Bema, no, tell Broto, Metis, yes, and Wafakura, or a marriage responsibility, Gen one will take it. And so, ye demand. But ya maame de ye ndi ama no pa no di no bre no kunu no oba Ghana wo so inter omo ye press no mo de ne passport ni ade bae but omo di tia no nti Ghana ye nhwe obi case ho omo ye bias ye judicial system no
Pacho di odi wan kasa na me nua we de mo la
so
for mo judge for me se mi jano ba mo ho be ke ka mo na Pacho di odi wan kasa ma me wan di owo daddy person ababi daddy they say the answer mo nkasa onti to aso ye nkonko a daddy person
well.
Oh man, no more how ni na. Oh my, we me so mo nkasa nti. Ye ni na.
Usote Jane Basa na not to say ya fire. I mean, the issue is out is clear because me time Agraada, but the fact is principles na ewo we are simana babum say yeah, we are not perfect, but I think se nipa da seni uye bonu bi na ye chu na unsa edisa bonu na na ye chuwa unsa utimi edu bi otimi realize ana unye nuhu bi
ba for na mon tap screen no so se mon tap na mon show give na program na nya strong ma mon yes how
power type na
na mo say na get legal wife
na yampo
obi anta Agraada. I mean, you know, and America no because but say nipa bi na ugusu di boni na obi badwin say oh Agraada onye hwe say bi nipa na ejimi
love think to our best sponsor our law education.
That is what we have to take from the back of your mind. Because here they said there, and then here for Broni, so technically, we can say a difference. I mean, who though there are different issues where marriage, but principle no say obi the kwamboni should be edgy obiadi, and not justice a system. These are the principles here. So I don't even see any argument say a difference because then tina udo agoto sewa then na ye ninti. Hopefully say the same justice there, and now one injustice. We talk about the court, we talk about the Broni and the Busuapini. Because fairness be enye juma and sana Agraada susuno or yobi do ono de krono but the fundamental issue here is boni bia kosu obi efesi injustice obi adi obi boni so it doesn't matter whether a krono into we begina say Agraada no obi na jimi here anywhere say jimi no nipa na anya awe ana wa nya adisua nyansa no we will condemn that but we have experienced Obian in the level of Jimmy Nankasa so yare. Because Obi Homa, I saw Uber Bona said that Sophie, you know Muguzuko, yeah.
Yentu omofo.
A food important. Education is so important.
What me problem?
Education is so important. And anything about brochi, the law is so strong on taking advantage, so by abusing Obia or you're autistic, and now want some learning disability. Who better take advantage of that person? That is why Agraada need to be punished. Society must be the punishment must be severe for any person who wants to take advantage. Most FBF for America, for love scam. You understand? Because you cannot take advantage of people and walk around and we should justify that, because we're Jimmy. Education is key, but ignorance and illiteracy in our society is so high. In crop brave if you crash you, show bizo kita gold, not the alcohol. It's mean we yes, Obi Martin so be aton assassin. Oju hu crab how? But any anum na dofuno, me say to say yare, it happens. Because only panusuno, you know, we Jimmy Kakra and whom some so abakata so teach say Jimmy dear atasari see. But we cannot defend the fact to say onipa bi enim so onipa na Jimmy ntino mefa koti kwabi na mebu and in asem na yeka. So you cannot take advantage because Agraada no hu da. Me hu baby ahwe ye kochi na boy also nyame bia friend dey no boy wa soro. Me abrochi am on my ejuma with a lot of Christian charitable organizations. You know this wow. We have places where people with difficulties, homeless people, And Obian for Cameroons, you also take advantage of them, say, me here for my personal gain. But Agraada, this is what we see. That is not to say, I saw for you know, be a bonnet, me Bolivia bonnet, but Agraada Sunny Abanieka. So, Obinka so, ultimately so, now some Crawford so yet, in Crawford here, into Yen, I say, yes, we are not perfect. Yen, you know, TV Bokori, so should we justify crime? That is me pemba. But should I justify the fact that me Bama me poor bantinu say me confirm me reachia me reachia eyana? These are the critical analysis here. These are the fundamental morals and principles we have to uphold in society. These are the value of society.
I think me that's a pan. I mean, sure.
If you don't uphold this morality and value in society, then society and that is society. I think my pants and say, yeah, that is a muebi. So you mean say even though you know ye di boni, it basa boni no so obi di na ba bontia o say you know condemn. Then society ceases to exist. Let us say enjoy sabi. Because obia timi obia bok obia timi because on born corner na on for obia did that without asking the person which is thief thievery. But should we agree say obia ko bok na ya chi no ye nja man nko so sacro.
Thank you.
Those are the principles and values we have to uphold in society. Atumia, condemn it. Some are worried under the ordinance. Some are from me here. I didn't just say idea obia ye and I may papa. Condemn it. Now obi who society no uko worry na under the ordinance. Uko worry for gua worry no. Uko ye traditional marriage or customary marriage. And once she share, follow it. That is how we learn. That is how we build a civil and a strong and a fair society. But so we can say, wait a minute, Panasam, wait you say, Obiaye, intino, Mayanka. Now, what are we? Then we are behaving like animals in animals' kingdom, where anybody can do anything, where the strongest, wins. But we can't build a safe and a strong and a fair society where we justify the wrong we all know and accept say wrong. And this is a problem. So, me, Agraada, so I go them my man 1 year, we have to 15 years, I think that there's something wrong. But me who the grounds are almost winning now. But me, because me, in my opinion, Agraada is a serious scammer. Because in a way, in fact, local prison, even today, I wish Sebe interviews Agraada. Who's coming now? Who take advantage on Kofuna? Who's Wonyas and when who? I want to hear, and I want to hear sincerely from my heart, because that is the one means one way you can see whether the person is transformed. Because about that, like I said, being an so oh no, would the way Jimmy into so being a prison, of course, is to deter and reform and punish. But has Agraada me from her track record, from the sequence of Agraada's pathway? I don't see any reformation or transformation or any regret. And I see Agraada as a risk to society, in my opinion. Because why you be paying? I idea why ya, and then Agraada go prison and as a cells and as a way, but I hear the same issues coming here.
Uncle Bella, Froso now so that's how I do.
Scamming here, Agraada ya onyen who be I. The fact is, Obi on your opinion, but look at the sequence of Agraada track record.
Not the cast of Nana na ye kom no so.
Kan ye kan we ni ne. Ye ni na ya ti o. Esu nim still. Sa Agraada ba betan se se na start na kwase asem ya obi be san ko. E ti se no. Ye forget me pacho mama no si. Ye forget Agraada o. Na ye nya na se ti enye dede enkanche ye nwan mo makasa maame na wa ba no hwe na obi anko ne na se bio because sabi empanifo se kwase enti ne to so apeche e wo krom. Maame no ye sika gari o. Ojai say why asori no still you say almost di na chi kwa asori ho. Esa me ko scam e wo mo.
Eti ye nuanom na o se tu omo fo. Some omo nko ho biem o tom. Mo omo nko ho biem.
Now,
Na we a wa boy we atu na still.
that is one point. That is one
Obi
point. But
besan ko. Oh, obi
yeah, no,
besan ko.
the most important is so nipana all this age one. So nipana so stopping. See, because it's a seven.
Eti aban we Agraada kwa se kwa na ni kwa so obi mom na koye case mi achi no. Seriously. Na ni kwa se obi na koye case. Na se Ghana ban hu se.
Any na matter say abrochian you cannot. Well, point now making anything abrochi. The reason why you go abrochi will feel safe to a large extent, and I say.
Madam Pacho na Maame ka wa nwumra wa enso ne ba me ye ne ma bebe enso tonto enwumra.
Na ka say. Mother.
Why?
Mother see me we am afro.
Martin nana.
Nana Pacho mtimi kasa.
It's the reason why you know abrochi they be can say the law works. The police system, the security is top notch. You cannot just so be missing what abrochi wa miss who the bonu they who just say anchuwe. They will take their time, they'll get you and they'll nail you and they'll punish you severely. So that's the ones say because I got 1, 2, 3. It is how when as a judge in so or you repeat offender or you risk to society because we action you are complaining what's up say jumana. It is say a man 15 years I would jano 1 year no you are reinforcing the behavior. Obitia boncha no so say and as a way there between we sky bebra because I got in sky juma ben I got a fact. And they say something bokron pa and I'm charging me. So how is that person going to be deterred? How can you tell that person say, "Sadia no ya no, we are masa prison ube dem fiasia ma wa ube pienu na wa ba kokra puso." So this is the where law nankasa and our consistent reinforcing criminality because of the obi afa ponchi keke on the watching obi come in wako bu bro keke and the other man in 5 years. But obi abokro say bunipa for weak-minded, vulnerable people who need to be protected by the government. The weaker ones need to be protected. That is the core fundamental responsibility of a government. That's why Brochano obi any difficulty, obi some form of mental disability. Now what for kontuko be bunu, and I say for whatever reason, say scam be. You must be kidding me. The law enforcers will protect that person. But we are in a country where nobody cares. Papa, me that's it for the opportunity.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay. Nana, wait there. Kaka mekan say first of all, they be say Christopher we. Who are we to judge obi our born? You can't because ye nyina ya de born here for. Me pacho you making me submission. Make asem about me start asem. Mami making me submission.
Yes, so dia manen kasa wa.
Mami making me submission. Make asem about be asem.
I'm not condemning.
I'm not saying you are condemning her. I'm not saying you are condemning her. Let me make my submission, please.
Maybe so a question. I'm
not saying no.
Can you imagine? Share Ghana a judicial system na very very weak. Minka say yenko crucify Agraada and Kuno. But a kwayana no maybe fast so corner seriously very sad and always me denya me as say ma be dra brochire because at least me security and I say bia me way na very safe e honko ade because say uti o man ni mo Ghana ho na say abusua woni sika asem bad be you charge o ho a ya papa she obi wakoye boni nkofo bebre testify wo so tio mo say nipa ewu ni wakunkum nkofo bebre but the obi aka ye hu nti ne ye kan o ba no so nchesa me koka chinchina ye nkobo na semi omukun ko misu mo mboni bi a misu metimi di aye but mpesa me kasa mra no so wu mu a o ti ade 15 years so a 1 year I say kra no o calculate kra me say April e na obeba fie o April e na oba fie enti na say me tinachi na me hu na say case we no gift adoye ni kuna na o mo sha ase seriously that's what I want to say because omo or settle omo wie na oba na you reduce the sentence number 1 year. Can you imagine?
The judicial ne ho asem enfa gift adoye mo ma ha
Ni na say me kan ba besi so because say no maame no on court yen sentence ni da enti yesra mo politician mo wo so mama mani enko ho pa because Ghana ye weak chese oman no biet mi ye de opehwe nkofo ye se omawuo ni ade eno ma chese kra obi ti wo kra ne so obi kan bibi ti a obi kra gidigre se onim nipa no kra na so omo wo boys kra they can go and harm the person. See one and also say wo what na akonwa nim na say wo na aye judge na so be reducing the sentence na medium na be decide amount but they also na ehu ni say wo ti Ghana ho a hwa wo hu yie also show hu yie nkodi ntem hu no sebe ema obi nkoku nto ntwene because enipa ni kun no fa ne hu di a obetimi asebu na anytime ena wo ti Ghana ho nso so ayesre mo mani mre na mo peska Ghana we say me hu se wo ska wasem swa I say Ghana and Edskafo ne rule Ghana. Nipa no onye lawyer, onye judge, onye politician kwane so wiska kra na. Oyo okay. Enye ema omani like omani mare ho. Enti de bia me kasa se watu kwan ya no nko ade de nyame because obi ti agora na oye azul kra na say oya asylum seeker kra na say nipa no owo ne lawyer wo ho abibi ba o defend no. Obi a wo ne lawyer wo krom ha. Asemba o defend no. How much more say Ghana kesi we ye Ghana for now to Ghana kra na ubenya lawyer kra obe defend wa asemba kra no kra who new o personal lawyer bi say bi am lawyer nie ade sa asema bansa akofa lawyer bi na sika obeji wo nyame boa so na sika ombe ball no wentima anya na straight to jail ye be sentence o uni sika na waka enti se nka ko ba se nka Agraada nka obi anka oni sika abusua nka Agraada nka wapie enka ompie ye sika kasa na no mitie papa bi wo Facebook no make submission bi o say ye tete abroche na ye na ye de abroche mra na ba no we should get it say Ghana ye nka mra wo ho ye ka sika ni to me Ghana ye ka sika ni to me ye nka mra wo Ghana nti ye betena abroche ye ka mra wo obi nti sika ni bi ntimi fa ni sika mesisi wo ono kra sika ni no on try because it doesn't work that way here on try o but Ghana no ye ka to me any sika enti sa wuti Ghana na se wunni sika abusua munhwe mo ho yie se wo sika nso de ane full around ene de you can do it because the bad Ghana fa
asem ni suwa
ubenya sika ami etwitwa agye Agraada asem no e fa ba bi o ba ubeka se bi a ye be abeyi no e okay some people are happy some people are not happy but e sika na e de kasa enti esre mo munhwe mo ho yie wo Ghana ho na mu bibia mo beye bia mo mani na ho because say Ghana na koye sika uni sika wasem swa pra na ye very sad seriously me hu na no pa no like enye say ye na ha me o but the way o musi fa asem no ko ni judicial system na ye weak and I am very sad and nothing can be done I just say nyame and e be ba na say ye be reshuffle normal say the be ya normal just penny I don't know. And I'm say obi nko ye cool and I say it is not done but I am very sad and we should all be careful as Ghanaians.
That's
Hi, thank you. Nana papa be me address ya de kitu we no opinion. And then mama my sister Nana papa be tough stamp. and then my disturb me by ebusia for money bibi me anti ase obi any problem we argument on say maame ye ba ne ye kan maame asema ye nyina kwa adwen kro me boa ba we nya maame asem ente ye ka bi maame nka mi gift di ade ne ba blam ye be argument na ma ade ache